Hi, my name is VitaminDStain and welcome back to some more Kinkoi Golden time. I have the hiccups. Help. They're not going away and it's been like this for like 5 minutes since before I started recording. Jeez. Anyways, drink some water. And if you have hiccups, drink some water. Anyways. Let's get started, shall we? The reason we'd barged in was because they wanted what was best for me. I hadn't connected them into it or anything, though. Excuse me, hiccup. Oh.
一つしか考えられんわ。小僧貴様、綾香に化粧しておるな。
Do you know what she did to me while I slept? Stop it.
市松さんが私にだなんてそんなことあるわけ。お、話が進んだ。ナイスだ、ジジイ。
じゃろう？
ちょっと、市松さん？
Why do I keep doing this? Oh my god. Let me think.
オーロがなんて答えるかは置いとくとして。さて、あやかっち。私らは今日、なぜここに来たでしょうか？
Stop! I'm talking to myself.
なんじゃこの空気。やめんか、この甘酸っぱい空気。
ジジイ、ハウス。
ケイン。
Better calm down for a sec. I asked everyone to leave and go into the neighboring room. Oh my god, help. What? Right here, right now? Said Bluetooth and let me start over. I know you violated me 3 nights ago. First of all, about that smitten comment.
わかってますわ。
No what?
誤解よね。
God.
誤解だわ。クルス・クラウンさんがそう勘違いしたとか、そういうの。
I'm afraid not. It's your room.
だって、あなたが私に、なんて、そんな。え？
It's not a misunderstanding. The only thing is, I'm not sure whether or not it's love yet. I don't quite know yet.
なんですか？
Stop.
そのあやふやなの。
I'm not sure either. I can't say I don't feel that way. Take it in moderation. I just came here today because I wanted to say something at your marriage interview.
なんですか？
Please, spare me. I guess it's more something I want to ask rather than that I want to say. What? Please bear with me. Why are you going through with the marriage interview? This was it. Rather than her disliking the marriage interview or otherwise, what was more prominent in my mind were my doubts. Why was she going through with marriage interviews? I didn't get the chance to ask her why she was going through with it. It was a question that preceded any dissatisfaction I felt. It would also tie everything I had heard previously together.
わかりませんか？
Nope.
城ヶ崎家のためです。
Oh, right. I did know that. I knew that. Not him, I think. This is not funny anymore. How do I make hiccups go away? I'm gonna try breathing exercise. Here we go. Don't breathe out for a few seconds. Breathe out slowly. Okay, I think I'm okay now. I assumed. She gave me that simple, straightforward answer. Heck, so we probably had the wrong idea entirely, but... You're not being forced to marry this guy because of your grandfather, right?
ええ、もちろん。私からお願いしたんです。城ヶ崎のために何か私にできることはないかと。おじい様はすぐに 最適なお相手を用意してくださったわ。権威があって好意にしておけば得しかないお相手を。
Is that right? Just as I expected. What? Yes, this was an answer I could picture. I had known from the day I first met her that she was a woman who could give such an answer. Even if you could sum her up in one word as a noble, herein may have laid the problem behind why we had never managed to get along for so long. Nobles were born into a world where they bore the burden of family. Well, actually, human beings were social creatures, so we were all more or less the smallest denomination of the place we belonged to. Namely, family was something to value, but family was far more important than average to the rich, to nobles. These two were the same in that sense, however. Their value systems were quite different. So we cleanly separated family and herself in her mind, so she could rebel from the family she treasured if they deviated from her own will. She had gone so as far as to barge into Jogasaki's home, seeming convinced she was doing it all for the wrong reasons. But Jogasaki was different. As far as she was concerned, herself and family were one and the same. She was nothing more than a tool to bring prosperity to the Jogasakis. It was a dated mindset to have, one similar to that of a samurai from the Edo period.
テレビ局に流星を取り戻すお手伝いができればと思いましたが、それは叶いませんでした。
Womp womp.
ならばもう仕方ありません。女として最後の武器を使う以外には。
I did it again. Oh my gosh. That's quite a statement.
何か文句でも？私は極めて合理的な生き方をしているはずですが。
I didn't say anything. It was certainly rational, but what about her feelings? Will your partner be happy if you get married for those reasons?
メトレルと聞いて嫌がられるほど程度の低い女ではない自負はあります。顔も教養も。
That's pretty wild. Being married, getting married for that. She was acting like some samurai family's daughter, but didn't reflect the virtues of women from the same period, especially with how arrogant she could be.
もうこれしかないわ。私がこの城ヶ崎家にできる恩返しは、私はこの家のために生きる。10年も前に決めたんです。
Yeah, but you were literally a baby.
あの薄汚い庶民の世界から救い上げてくれた。
Filthy,
あの
alright.
時から。
She uttered those words with intense determination. How could you fall in love with something like this? Anyways, this family was all she could rely on when she was little after she was saved from those bullies. To be blunt, she just seemed clingy to me. It wasn't my place to speak up, as everyone ought to be grateful to the environments that raised them. Well, if you say so, then I won't object.
そうですか。よかった。
Yeah, I won't object. I'm just disappointed. I thought about what kind of woman she was and felt my body relax. If nothing else, I may as well tell her the reason I had come here. That would be enough to satisfy me. Before I went home for the day. Since I apparently have feelings for you. Oh, shocker. It's disappointing since I have feelings for you, but yeah, I won't object. Go have your marriage interview or whatever else. If that was what she considered happiness, then I had no reason to be opposed. Nope, she's gonna be miserable.
好き？あなたが私を？
Seems like it. Even I thought it was weird how I felt for you. Well, go ahead and smile already. I have no intention of getting in your way. She was flabbergasted. Her face was flushed bright red and her lips quivered. This occurred to me after I said it, but this wasn't something to tell her before a marriage interview, was it? Whatever. She had harassed the heck out of me. This was some minor payback. I wasn't about to protest any longer. Ugh. Get off. Something popped out. Pooped out.
ん聞いちゃいかん綾香。こんな庶民と愛の逃避行なんておじいちゃん許さん。
なぜ逃避行することになってるんですか？逃げてオーロー。邪魔者は私たちが引き受けるわ。障害を乗り越えて逃げて。
Hey, Rio, didn't you say you'd do something about him?
すまん、聞いてるうちに面白くなってきちゃって。好きって言ったよな。告ったよな今。
Crap, Ria had been drawn over to Sylvie's side, otherwise known as the troublesome side, too. Wait, what's going on? After asking to give us some privacy, I was sure our voices would filter through to the next room to some extent, but they shouldn't have been able to hear us without putting in an effort, which meant that these guys... You were eavesdropping?
と
Yes! Cute! I'll allow it. By the way,
気候に嘘をつく気はありません。
cute! I'll allow it.
で
おじいさま
Why?
あなたたちも
Yorosaki blew a gasket even harder than I had at the eavesdropping.
たく由緒正しき城ヶ崎の者が下びた真似を。
Hmm.
というか別に私は聞かれたところで
ああ、それよりお嬢様、親方様。ん？お見合い相手の方がもういらしているのですが。
そうだわ、もう時間じゃない。
That slipped my mind, but this had been right before a marriage interview. Well, good luck, even though I can't support you.
いや、こんな精神状態でお見合いなんて、私どうすれば。
Oh crap, she was more distressed than I expected.
いかんな。今日はやめにしてもらおうか、綾香。体調が優れないとか何とか言って。
そんな、ここで逃げてしまっては失礼です。
確かに呼んでおいて一方的に保護にするのは気がとがめますね。
I'm failing to remember who asked you.
そうね。私たちが乗り込んだら相手の人がどうなるかまで考えていなかったわ。お相手の方には私たちからもごめんなさいしましょう。事情を説明すれば分かってくれるはずよ。さらに混乱しそうな気がするけど。
ああ、いらっしゃいました。
The interview candidate entered the room with all parties present. And Jogasaki's marriage interview partner was... What?
はじめまして。イロイディ・カバレロイスタと申します。
Well, that's interesting.
はい。
姫様にエロいな。
That was a face I'd once seen before. Doesn't look like there will be any complaints if you call it off. We'll decide to leave for the time being.
はあ。日本の富豪から見合いの話が入りまして、あちらの顔を立てる意味でも会ってみるだけでもと。私もそろそろ独り身というのが気になる年ですし。
それは良い。ただ、なぜ私たちに連絡しなかったのです？
結婚が決まったらいきなり言ってびっくりさせようと思いまして。でもお相手は結婚に適齢であるとばかり、まさか姫様と同い年だったとは。
ロリコン。ロリコン。
For whatever they said.
誤解だ。
日本では女性は16歳でもう適齢期なんだったかしら。
That's insane. Technically, holding off until your 20s only took hold in the last 70 years or so, thanks to Western influences.
だそうよ、イロエ。小さい子が好きでも気にしないで。
No, worry about it, yes. Worry about it. Worry about it.
ロリコン。
Yup.
ロリコン。
Uh-huh. Norikon?
誤解なのに。
Anyhow, we headed back on our own. I wondered what happened with Yogasaki.
どうも話を急ぐと思ったが、そうか。見合いは家のためを思ってか。
I thought you understood that's what was happening.
はい。カバレロさんは家柄、身分、またソルティレージュとの外交に付加価値の大きい現在の日本の情勢から見て理想的な相手ではありました。申し訳ありません。おじい様のお手間を取らせて何の成果も上げられず。
つまり綾香、別に学校が嫌になったとか、そういう理由で結婚を急いだのではないのだね。
いえ。
結婚したいと言い出したのも 100% 家のため。他に理由があるのだし。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she said, Grandpa.
また昔のように庶民どもの圧迫に耐えられず不登校を考えたからではないのだね。
もちろんですわ。私はもう庶民なんかに負けません。前歯立ちの嫌がらせに負けたのも小学校の頃のほんの一時の気の迷いです。私はもう負けませんわ、庶民なんかに。
確かにおかしいとは思ったのだ。最近のお前は庶民に対する恐れもすっかり克服していたから。
別に恐れてなど。
ならばよい。貴族だ庶民だと言ってはみても、所詮人は人。金という幻に守られていなくては我々はあまりにもか弱い。だがそれを人に知らせてはならん。特に庶民どもにはな。
はい。
イロエ君との縁談は今回は見送りとしよう。彼はソルティレージュとのパイプ役に欲しかったが、姫君と仲がいいのならばまた他のあての方が役立つ。
あの方は不詳ながらカバレロさんと同じ名字なのを見落としました。やりにくくなるので見送っていただくのは幸いですが、私別にクルスクラウンさんと格別に仲がいいわけでは。
そうなのかね。お前を案じて家にまで押しかけてきた。これは十分に。
よくわかりません。クルスクラウンさんはちょっと特殊ですから。どうかされました？
いや、お前がそう思うのなら今はそれでよい。とにかくイロエ君は見送るとしてだ。どうやら結婚の話自体、今のお前を見るに見送った方が良さそうだな。
は？なぜですか？
今のお前には見合い話に、ひいては結婚に臨む根本的なことができておらん。
根本的？
いずれわかる。とにかく今日は寮へ戻りなさい。そして一つ宿題だ。
はい。
あの小僧、名前は何だった？思い出せんが。彼に告白されてお前はまだ返事をしておらんな。
それはする必要すらないかと。彼と私では身分が違いますわ。
そこが宿題だ。彼に今日の告白の返事をしてきなさい。この後帰ったらすぐに。受けるか受けぬかはお前の自由。ただしその返事に一つ制約をつける。 この城ヶ崎家の名を出さぬこと。
は？
城ヶ崎の名を盾に答えぬこと。一人のお前、城ヶ崎彩香として返事をしてきなさい。
I respect that.
ですが、
もう怯えてはおらぬやもしれんが、お前は庶民の扱いが下手すぎる。以前お前は成金成金と庶民どもの虚栄心に傷つけられた。我々もまた金や権力という虚栄に守られているだけの一人の人間に過ぎん。彼らの虚栄心から目を背けては貴族とは呼べんのだ。彼に一人の人間として返事をしてきなさい。相手が庶民だから自分とは違うからとまっすぐに見ない人間は目が曇っている。目の曇った愚人など。
Bro is describing his granddaughter. He's literally describing his granddaughter.
城ヶ崎はお前を庇護し、お前は城ヶ崎のためにある。それは小さい頃から教えてきた通りだ。だが、城ヶ崎はお前の逃げ場所ではない。言ったはずだぞ。お前は城ヶ崎をより大きく、より強くするためにある。名前に甘えるような軟弱者に育てた覚えはない。良いな。
はい。まっすぐに見て返事を。まっすぐにだなんて。
では、今日はもう帰りなさい。
はい。
あと、来週もまたリアちゃん来ないかな。レイナちゃんの方もいいな。わし、ああいうやんちゃ系の孫欲しかったのよ。いや、彩香は彩香ですごいうまく育てたと思うけど。
Get him out of here.
市松さんに。例えばエルチンとカミニャンならどっちの方がいいと思う？
どちらもいい悪いで捉えられる相手ではありません。エロイナは妹ですし、カミナル様はお仕えすべき主君です。
単純に見た目で。
カミナル様です。
やっぱロリコンだわ。ロリコンだわ。
違いますってば。
じゃあ私とリアちゃんでスタイル的にいいと思うのは
相馬殿ですかね。
ロリコーン。どういう意味だてめえ。ごめんごめん。おかえりリース。
お帰りなさいませ。先ほど城ヶ崎の方からご連絡いただきました。
はい、始まる前にというのもなんですけど、今回はご縁がなかったということで。
助かります。もっと早くに年齢を確認すべきでした。
Yeah. I mean, I'd gotten a call, so I was waiting in my room alone when.
お邪魔します。
Sure. Yogasaki came over once she'd gotten home. She wanted to give me her answer from before, it seemed. What kind of answer? Whoa, I knew that already.
城ヶ崎の名は出さない。私と彼の間の家柄の差を考えなければ。
Yes?
さっきのその好きという言葉。
Yeah. I figured it was about that.
私の気持ちだけで考えれば、まずは嬉しかったです。
Okay. That was unexpected. It had made her happy. Was she just being polite? No. I was overjoyed regardless.
本当に嬉しいと思いました。自分でも意外でしたわ。あなたのことそんな風に思ってないとばかり。なのにあんなに嬉しいなんて。本当に嬉しくて。
Yeah. She was hard pressed for what to say next. Some single word that was on her mind. Did he?
家のことを出さずに。家のことなしじゃ嬉しいとしか思いませんわ。なにこれ。これじゃまるで私、市松さんのこと。
Say, Jogasaki. What way is that exactly? I took a step closer. How do you feel about me?
どんな風って。庶民としか。私とは違う人間としか。それ以外で私、市松さんのことどんな風に思っているのでしょう。どう思って毎晩あんなこと。
Jogasaki.
はい。
I know you may not have thought this all the way through, but please try. To be honest, I didn't know how I felt about you this morning. After thinking about it, I realized that I liked you. You should try to do the same thing.
はい。
I felt peculiar to practically persuade someone as I confessed to them, but this seemed like my chance and I wasn't about to let it get away from me. I had no intention of acting like some cocky guy who would wait for the person he liked to confess back to him. Commoners got more down and dirty. It made me super depressed when I heard about you went to a marriage interview earlier. I want to keep you from going if I can.
それはもうしばらくはしないとおじいさまと話し合いまして。
Really? Well then, instead of some troublesome marriage interview, do you want to try taking that step with me? Go out with me, Jogasaki.
付き合うって、そんな。
Come on, diddler. Jogasaki. I took another step closer. We were close enough we could nearly touch each other. Even so, she didn't run away. How do you feel about me? I asked her again. Jogasaki hesitated and seemed tongue-tied. Perhaps she didn't know the answer herself. I love you and you were happy about it, right? Why is that? Although it was pretty underhanded of me, I posed that question to her. But
それは。
Jogasaki didn't run away.
庶民だからなんとも思ってない。でも庶民とか貴族とか何もなしなら私。特別な感情は抱いています。好きと言われて嬉しいという感情は。
She absolutely had cold feet over this. One of the best things about her was that even if there was a situation she disliked, she wouldn't play it off by crying or by running away. I guess she did wind up picking on commoners as a consequence of that. But for now, is it the sort of feeling where you don't mind if I do this? Pulls out his pee-pee. Clutch. I touched her hand. She didn't pull away. I gently tugged at her hand, and she still didn't try to escape. Squeezed Biddy. Even when I hugged her, she didn't bulge. buds. How about when I do this? Whips out his 2-footer. Personally speaking, I thought my heart was about to leap out of my chest. I knew all of the horrendous feelings I'd had when I heard about her marriage interview had been the flip side of my love for her. What about Jogasaki? She... Huh? Jogasaki suddenly went limp. She suddenly collapsed almost as if her knees had given out. She broke down and my embrace was the only thing holding her upright. Hey, what's wrong? You fainted? You aren't that innocent a person. I felt you against my huge wiener 3 nights ago. Uh-oh, she said. After she feebly lay down on the bed, Jogasaki opened her arms wide with a relieved look on her face. Oh wow, that was such a rated R scene there for sure. Dang, did they finally bone? I think they did, guys. That's crazy. They're boning.
我々が恋愛に不慣れな点を除いても決して通じ合っていると言えるような仲ではありませんし。
そうね。素直になれなくて食い違っちゃうことは多そうだわ。
I couldn't say it. Say what? Wait, why is there what? Why is her face wait, what's going on? Is this a glitch? Hold on. I don't think it is, guys. Hold on. Oh, not the title screen. No. No. Hurry. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't think it's a glitch. My question is, why did they do that? I'm confused about that. Does anybody know, actually? Is it like an attempt to censor things or something? That's my only guess, though.
ですね。
金色ラブリッジ
Interesting.
ゴールデンタイム
Very interesting.
認めるわ。惹かれていたわよ。
When is she gonna find out who he actually is?
きっかけは冬休みかしら。あれより前、あんなに針のむしろだった女子寮で女子全員から信頼を勝ち取った時すでに悪く思う気持ちは消えていたけれど。まあ冬休みからはいいやつって思うようになって。そうでなきゃ思い浮かべてオナニーなんてしないし。
You didn't need to say that. You did not need to say that. You did not need to say that.
マリアのことも褒めてくれて笑顔が可愛いなって思うようになって。でもやっぱり違うわ。彼と私は立場が違う。彼に惹かれているのは認める。けれど生まれの違い、家柄の違いというものはどうしたって生まれものじゃないわ。
So what? We're broke.
だから。
Uh-huh.
だから。ツンツン。
What's up, Sobi?
綾香とはどうなったの？教えてよ、ロー。
I told you earlier. No comment.
意地悪。
It turned into a passionate night with Ayaka yesterday, but we ultimately only had sexy time and never discussed what came next for us. How much I would tell anyone else had to come after she and I made a joint decision. I'll stick to answering no comment until then.
じゃあ、話せるようになったら話してね。
You got it. Interview denied. Interview denied. Oh, jelly? Poke.
なにオロ、背中をつついて。
Not much.
くすぐったい。
You poked me a bunch, so I'm returning the favor.
ああ、堪忍して。
王女にセクハラはおやめくださいと再三にわたり言っているはずですが。
Now, you're blowing it way out of proportion. You did not need to say that. That's not even true. Sorry.
まあまあエル、固いこと言わないの。オーロにツンツンされるとくすぐったくて。
Oh, Ayaka's gonna love this. She's gonna love this.
しかし。
エルも味わえばわかるわ。ねえオーロ、エルにもツンツンしてあげて。
A quick poke on the back.
肩甲骨のあたりくすぐったいです。自然と笑顔になっちゃうでしょ。
これは意味が違いま。
Poke.
だからってあれはおかしいでしょ。昨夜あんなに激しくな私がいる前で他の女とあれはおかしいでしょ。これだから庶民はデリカシーというものがないのね。ツンツンなら私のしてくれればいいのに。
You could poke your eye with a pen too?
違う。昨夜は昨夜、今日は今日です。彼と私は違うのだから、きっちり型をつけさせていただくわ。
Oh my. She's a little, just a little jealous.
おお、なんか知らんがあやかっちが燃えてる。
どったんあやか、昨日のお見合いうまくいかなかったとか。
うまくはいかなかったけど、怒る理由はそこじゃないっぽいんだよね。
Reina, you are so smart.
まあでも。
ツンツ
Poke.
ギリ。あの怒り方は大丈夫っぽいね。よろしいですか、市松さん。
What's up, Ayaka? Oh, I know. Go take a shower ahead of time today. We kind of wound up doing everything yesterday without one, and it was incredibly arousing on its own, but I've heard it's not uncommon for women to get infections if we aren't careful about our hygiene. So, Ayaka.
ですから話を聞いてください、市松さん。
Ayaka cleared her throat with an hum, and she'd gone back to calling me Ichimatsu-san.
昨日のことは間違いだったと思ってください。
Huh? So it had come to this. Yeah, I guess it was all too convenient. It would be normal to assume it had been a mistake. I was sure Ayaka had gotten carried away for the most part herself. Still, there was no need to call it a mistake. I could say with absolute confidence that what we did yesterday wasn't a mistake. Ayaka's behavior had told me as such. Why is it a mistake?
だから立場の違いです。私は城ヶ崎家を大きくするために。
Oh, great. Thank God. Root is over. We're done with it, guys. Alright, video over. Thanks for watching. See ya. Unfortunately, no, that's not how it's ending here.
将来だってもっと家のためになる殿方と結婚せねばならないの。
I see what you're getting at. I knew that. Ayaka perceived herself and her power as an extension of her family. That was only natural, as Sylvia and Nelson exhibited similar behaviors from time to time. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that mindset. I'd felt that way for as long as I remembered. I thought to myself, the high-class girls in most female-oriented manga said, I want to live free, as they ran away from their estate were selfish. Being rich meant you lived better than most, but it made it that much harder to deny your parents. They were grateful to the environment that had birthed and raised them. That was what had naturally become of Ayaka. And of course, the flip side to that gratitude were those outside of that environment. An underlying disdain for commoners certainly made it rough for someone like me. But you like me, don't you?
それは関係ありません。 いいですか？私とあなたは。
Don't share the same social status, right? I get it, I get it. But if you take away that difference, you like me. You said so yesterday.
否定はしません。
She wasn't being honest, but did admit to that much. Good, good. Isn't that enough then? We no, love each other.
愛しってそんな。
So, why not? Until you determine a marriage partner, okay? I'm not going to pretend to be happy-go-lucky about this. I'm going to change your mind and make you love me. Even more than your family.
そんなことありえないわ。
I bet it wasn't. The Jogasaki family had a special place in her heart. I doubted I could impede on her life that she dedicated to bettering her family. I wasn't planning on wedging myself between them, though. There was no need to still young Lady Ayaka from the Jogasaki family. I was content so long as I could snatch away a tiny piece of her heart. And I could tell I was doing just that. You just have to work hard for your family in your own way. But marriage is different, and I'm going to make you second guess that. Can't you help your family even if you were to marry a commoner?
それはもう父も顔だけで選んだ女と結婚していますし。
Apart from that, I'm sure it's more publicly acceptable for you to have fallen in love with a guy you went to school with. Ayaka looked distressed. I knew why. There was little chance she would just go, okay, great, after being given a suggestion she'd never so much as considered before. I just had to change that. Don't worry. When you boil this all down, I'm going to do what I like, so you can do the same. I embraced her. I'm going to make you fall for me even harder than you already have. No, please. When I pressed my lips to hers, she didn't resist. In fact, she had closed her eyes and reciprocated the kiss with slightly puckered lips. There was plenty of emotion behind it, I was convinced. All that left was to change her values. I don't know about that, man.
まあそこまで言うならもういいわ。好きにしてください。私もあなたのこと憎からず思っている気持ちはあるわ。市松さんを遠ざけるというのはこちらも嫌な気持ちになりますし。そうね。
Paramore?
愛人として囲ってあげても結構よ。
Not a boyfriend, but a paramour? Am I even saying that right? I don't know. Sound like a case of rich girl pride. Oh well, this was point of compromise. It would suck if I pushed too hard and she pulled away from me. This wasn't something so simple we could wrap it all up with a I love you romance, and me too. It was normal to sometimes go close and pull away from your partner. Oh, but... Hey, Ayaka. I'm fine being a paramour, but can I say something?
なんです市松さん。
Would you stop doing that? I've been calling you Ayaka, so call me Oro in return.
そんなファーストネームなんて来やすいわよ。
One other thing. Do you love me?
だから憎からずは思っています。
That phrasing leaves something to be desired. The way she'd stopped me earlier when she said she wouldn't deny that had been just as iffy. This bothered me, plain and simple. I wanted to hear her say she loved me outright. And after you went, I love you so much yesterday.
昨日の話はやめてくださる？
You gave me a smooch while saying, oh no, I love you so much.
うるさい。
Ayaka was angry. This attitude of hers never changed. I had every intention of changing it in the future, but it was only going to make things bumpier if I kept rattling on about what had led us here.
やはり困るわこの男。言うことがいちいち尺に触るというか。どうしてこんな男に惚れたのよ私。とにかく今は少しずつでも引き離していかないと。気づいたら忘れられなくされていそう。体の方はもう忘れられそうにないし。 気持ちまでは流されないわよ。そう。先に断っておきますけれど、私にとって一番大切なのは城ヶ崎家です。
Yeah, I acknowledge that.
あと私、好きな殿方もいますからね。あなた以外に、あなた以上に。
For real? This was news to me.
もう何年も会っていないけれど、彼にまた会えたら、それで彼と恋仲になれそうなら、
okay. Yeah, I
あなたの
understand.
ことなんかすっぱり忘れる自信がある
I
わ。
understand. Really? A rival had appeared? What a drag.
そう。
Literally, he is his own enemy.
こんな男より、いちくんの方がずっと素敵なんだから。
I really don't like her personality. Look, this route has been fun and everything, but like her personality is just nah. I liked Mina's change way better than this. Like this is freaking horrendous. I can't accept it. It's been fun. Once again, I need to reiterate that. It's been really fun. But her character development has been interesting as well. But still, at the end, in her core, she's still kind of a nasty character. Like, multiple meanings. Nasty as in, like, diddling herself. Nasty as, like, being kind of mean. May this kind of love never find me. I don't... No. No.
だから、こんな庶民に好きにされない。今は心を奪われているけれど、何もかも好きにされてたまるもんですか。
I understand why a lot of people don't like Ayaka now. I understand.
庶民なんかに
I'll never succumb. Yeah, okay.
絶対負けない。
Oh boy. Still the commoner talk. Our physical chemistry aside, the issues between Ayaka and I weren't shallow by any means. I'd gotten her to give up on marriage interviews, but it wouldn't be shocking if it came back up eventually. Even if I had Even I had confidence as Ayaka's partner, I had absolutely none as the partner of a rich girl from a respectable family. I had to come up with a way to bridge this difference between us. I was nowhere near reaching that clitch Sylvie had hoped for, where I would whisk Ayaka from her wedding hall and run away with her. My first agenda was to get Ayaka to love me enough that she would want me to steal her away. See, that's the problem, bro. Thinks he has to work to be enough for this woman here. No. Nope. Cut her off. This is the one real so far in the visual novel that I don't mind there being a not happy ending. Like Ayaka's kind of yeah. Those are my honest true thoughts about her. I can't. She just doesn't do it for me. She's very toxic. There were other things for me to accomplish too. Like literally like what? I don't think there's one thing that you have.
金色ラブリッチェ、ゴールデンタイム。なるほどね。
I'm happy, etc., etc.
おめでとう、丸。日曜の時点で知ってたけどね。綾香声でかいし。
Back on Sunday? What do you mean?
シルビーが良かったな。
She is better. Don't go and rain on my parade.
気にすんな。これは俺の個人的なやつだから。
I don't know what to do now though. Where do we go from here?
ふむふむ。なるほど。将来的なやつね。
As great as it is to live in the moment, I also need to give some thought to the future.
いいことだよ。とりあえず結婚を考え出すなら、道は2つある。
Spell both out for me, please.
その1、
Mm-hmm.
お前のチンコバズーカの力であいつを虜にして、一生離れられないようにする。
This is the wildest thing I've ever heard her say, I think.
どう？
As surprising as this might be, I don't think it's possible. I'd already started to take her captive in that sense, I guess.
よかった。問題解決。
No, it isn't. It'd be setting myself up for failure if I tried that. She'll abandon me the second I get old or limp.
ああ、確かに。でなくてもあいつ、黒髪ロングの巨乳の巨尻の委員長って、 市内持ったゴリマッチョの体育教師に寝取られる典型みたいなキャラだし、気ぃつけた方がいいかも。
I'll watch out for any bamboo sword wielding PE teachers for the time being.
まああいつ、そういう流れになったら普通に法的措置を取るだけだろうけどな。泣き寝入りするようなキャラじゃ
That
ない。
is true. That is the one out of few things that I actually do like about Ayaka. She's no quitter.
んじゃあもう一つの道。
Mm-hmm.
お前が貴族になる。
That's asking for the moon. That had naturally been my first thought. To become the kind of man the Jogasaki family would deem worthy. If I could manage that, I could open wedge my way in with marriage interview talks came up. I could even march into any wedding ceremony and whisk her away. Most importantly of all, I was sure it would make Ayaka happy. Anytime she assessed other people, their pedigree was non-negotiable. It would be foolish to assess people solely on their lineage, but it was wise to consider it a factor. If I could become part of the so-called elite, then it would improve Ayaka's internal evaluation of me. That would make me happy. Plain and simple. Knowing that, I'd love to give it a shot. But... How can you become a noble?
人類に貴族って概念が生じて以降、人類の9割が悩み続けてきた命題だろうな。一番簡単なのは、来世に期待してそこから飛び降り。
That's a great idea. I'll do just that. No reset methods. According to Buddhism, it's extremely difficult to be reborn human in the first place.
そもそも日本に貴族なんてものはないんだから、上流階級入りすりゃいいわけだろ。お金持ちになる。
Duh. But how? I wouldn't be a commoner if it were easy to pull off.
金持ちになる方法。一個簡単な方法は知ってるけど。
For real? Tell me.
歌ってるところをネットにアップして、それが10億再生くらいされて、アメリカやイギリスで受賞するといつの間にか貯
Okay,
金が偉い
Maria
ことにな
Bishop.
る。
Wait a minute. Does he knows in this truth that she's Maria Bishop, right? I do not remember. And that's the bad thing too. Like I'd be reading or whatever and all these things happen and I forget stuff like that. I know it's probably something I shouldn't be able to forget so easily, but yeah, that's how bad my memory is. I do often worry about my memory. Like if I ever reach old man age, like how bad is it going to be then? Oh God. The only people in the world capable of that are you and a handful of others. Okay, yeah, he definitely knows. Never mind, forget it. Question has been answered. We're good. I remember now.
か。
How much money do you have exactly? Ria fiddled with her phone.
こんなもん。
She showed me her bank balance.
これはツベからの広告収入だけの通帳だ。CD やグッズのマージンを入れてるとこは。
Uh-huh. Nah. That's enough. I learned how incredible Noble Academy was all over again. The fastest way for me to bring in money would be to marry you, get divorced, then have you split it with me.
やめとけ。綾香嫉妬深いからこじれるぞ。
Figures. And here I was settling for a cup noodles while you were shelling out for frozen foods. I wonder if sharing with me would jack up your costs, but I'm not holding back anymore. How else am I supposed to get rich then?
株とか FX とか
I don't know any of the rules, so I can only imagine I'd get liquidated in the future.
宝くじ。
The odds are too low.
金の価格が暴騰する気配ってニュースでやってた。あれやってみたら
Everyone says there are signs. Something will skyrocket in value in the investment industry. We weren't coming up with any good ideas. And actually, if a chat like this was enough to churn up a winning strategy, the world would be full of rich people.
じゃああれしかないかな。
What's that?
銀行強盗。俺実は昔からちょっとやってみたかったんだよね。全員手を挙げろ。金をこのバッグに詰めろみたいな。
I love Ria.
そんな冷めるなよ。
Modern banks use digitized accounting for the most part, so they only have around 50 million yen in cash on site now. Even if you stole it all, it only amounts to a salaryman's annual income. Bruh.
そっか。10個襲って小金持ち程度じゃ割に合わねえな。じゃあ宝石泥棒は犯行予告カードを送りつけて、 今夜幻のルビー天使の涙を頂戴に参上しますみたいな。
I don't get the point of sending a warning card. Next, I have no idea where this illusory ruby will be exhibited next. Finally, I have no clue how to convert it into cash once I get my hands on it.
そっか。普通にそこらの宝石店からダイヤ盗むやつはロマンがねえしな。
It was scary how she legitimately sounded like she'd steal without a second thought, so as long as she deemed it adventurous.
あと金になる犯罪。
Could you not limit it to crime?
あ、誘拐やろうぜ。
Does kidnapping fit into the adventurous category in your mind? Being a bank robber or phantom thief made the teensiest sense to me, but kidnapping was too extreme.
ロマンあるじゃん。お姫様誘拐すんの。んでソルティレージュに身代金100億万円だって。
Don't sell off your childhood friend.
地味にシルビーも楽しめそうじゃね？
High key. All the more reason, don't give her any ideas. She'll say, okay, please go ahead and kidnap me. I could even picture how it would ultimately tick off Elisa.
ああ、もうめんどくせえな。
Don't get mad. The path to making money is a steep one.
もういいよ、俺の口座1個お前にやるから。
Stop! I'm scared you'll bring out the devil inside of me. A way to become a good match for Ayaka. This was rough.
にしても、結構すげえよな、これ。
Hmm? Yeah, your savings are insane. Rhea stared wide-eyed at how high her own balance was.
入院費とか検査代とか、親に頼らなくてよくなったのは、彩香のおかげなんだよな。あの人の負担にならずに済むのは。
She muttered that last part to herself, which made it difficult for me to hear.
なんかお礼でも考えとくかな。
You still haven't? That's pretty wild. Alright, Diddler. It's actually... Oh, wow. I went way over what I usually go. Actually, not that much, but usually I shoot for 50-55, but I'm at an hour and 1 minute. So this is more than good of a spot to end it. This episode it wasn't as crazy as the last one. It definitely had its moments, but it was a chill episode. I had a good time. It's a great way of unwinding before heading to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. You know, I can't help but wonder how long this game is in comparison to the first game. Is it going to be, or for the people that already read this, is it as long as the first game, or is it a little shorter, or maybe a little longer? I would love to know. I would love to hear about that. Oh, and also, one other thing that I would love to hear about is, what do you guys actually think about Ayaka? I know there was definitely some haters for her, definitely some lovers of her, but for the people that have been watching consistently, I wanna hear your thoughts. You know, Ayaka is a special case. Anyways, with that being said, I'll let y'all go. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Y'all stay safe, and until next time.